What's up, y'all? I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. So I won't have this too long. It's rain out here, not that it matters. But this guy who loaded me, matter of fact, he probably stopped unloading me because it's raining. He ain't covered or nothing. So yeah, this is why I'm saying this is not a scratch tactic. It's not the kind of thing I do. I'm saying we may have a problem, and I'm basing it on the relationships that I built, the people that I talk to and work with. So this was happening. What's up, Nevada? Can you hear me, Nevada? Oh yeah, I'm on YouTube today, bro. So I can reach you up. Let me do this. Let me do this. Bam. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, you got me. All right, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into it. I'm not gonna make it too long. Now, if anyone y'all got information, let me know. This is off the top what I just been told and noticing. So a lot of y'all know that I'm in the flatbed industry. Okay, so I just got through talking to some, oddly enough, one of my homies that I was talking about yesterday when I went live talking about the oil field. I talked to him earlier because he's still connected with people in the oil field. They rates have went up, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second because I think all this stuff is related. So what I do on the flatbed side, we deal with lumber, paint, the actual stuff that goes out on the highways and the roads, the white lines, yellow lines, shingles, all these kind of things. So check it out. Talking to the shipper who I do loads with, she just told me it's a couple of plants that I deal with, and I contacted both of them. I talked to one in person, and then I texted the other one, and then I called up another shipper that does lumber. I talked to him. So I'm gonna start with the first one. The first one said, she said, right now, don't really have much going on. And typically it's the busy season. That's why this stuff matters. They don't typically slow down until like 2 months from now. But she said that they don't have a lot going on right now. I'm like, what's up? I say, is it the workers or is it the materials? She said it's the materials. She said they got orders. They got plenty of orders, but they don't got the materials to fill them. It's like, okay, that's interesting. I obviously don't know why. My thought process is perhaps with SoCal was talking about, I said this live maybe 2 weeks ago, he was talking about the warehouse workers, a lot of industry, warehouse kind of workers sitting at home, not working because of the unemployment checks and the extra money they was getting. It's not worth it for them to be out here working. Right, which could make some sense to this. It's like what I'm finna tell y'all. It's like it's a whole big deal. It's a theory, but it makes sense. So rock with it. After that, I text the other lady, asked the same question. I said, "Hey, how the rest of this week looking?" She said, "It's looking real slow." I said, "Is it because of?" It says a lack of orders or materials. She texted me back, said a lack of raw materials. Now this going back. I'm going somewhere with it. I gotta take this call later, but anyway, I'm going somewhere with it. Then I contacted the lumber guy where I got actually more information from him. So I asked him what's been happening, what's going on. He said that okay, at the beginning of the year, the lumber was very, very cheap. And what happened was a lot of people, companies involved, they all bought up a lot of lumber, obviously to sell it. But more importantly, because they thought that the industry, it was going to go up. I don't know if they knew anything, whatever, but they thought the prices of lumber was going to go up. Obviously, they were correct. For those of you who don't know, nationwide, this is why houses are more expensive. This is why if you try to build your house, it's costing more money. Yeah, I'm distracted by a phone call. But it's costing more money to build a house. That's because the prices of lumber went up. So he said here has been the back effect on it because they are very slow. He said in the back end, what has happened is obviously they've gotten rid of that, the material that they bought for cheap, and now people, their customers who usually buy that they ship to, no one is buying lumber now because the prices are too high. So what happened after the companies decided that they're not buying lumber is that the come on, y'all, work with me. The warehouse, the warehouse people, the people who create the lumber, has decided to slow down on creating it, so to speak, right? So now he said, Lumberyard, appreciate you, Smokehouse. So he said that because of that, now what's going on is, even when it does go down, because they got a bunch of orders too. He said the same thing. He said it's hard for them to get like yellow pine. What's the other one? I mean, I know all this stuff, but because I'm trying to think so fast and talk at the same time, I don't remember. But I know pine is another one that's very common out here, wood, that a lot of people get. He say so on the backside, what's going on is they backed up with orders. Big Money Jerome Jones, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. He said they backed up, they got a ton of orders, but they don't have the lumber to ship out. As soon as they get anything in, it's going on the truck, it's going right back out. Appreciate you, AM PM. Yeah, man, appreciate you. I read it out late last week. Let me get you in here too, man. I know how to do this stuff a little bit now, but I want to stay focused. I couldn't even do it. Sorry, man. I'll get you next time. Cause I want to stay focused on what I'm saying. Okay, where was I? Okay, he said that now they have slowed down on the production side because no one is buying the lumber. This is why I'm saying that we potentially, and obviously I'm personally affected because I'm in the lumber industry, but this is why I'm saying we potentially have a problem, because he also told me this was a good nugget that I've heard. I think it was on Cooley's Live. Man, what's my man name? KB the Trucker. Now, forgive me if I got the timeline wrong, but I think he said it took him 3 weeks to wait on a part just to get something fixed on his truck. Well, this related to the guy with the lumber was telling me, because they got their own trucks, by the way. He said that it's taking them, he said they leasing their trucks now because they used to buy them. They leasing them. He said trucks now, when they go down, they're in the shop 3-4 weeks at a time, simply because they don't have the parts. The parts are on back order. So now he said it used to be a day or two. You put it in, get it right back out, kick out and keep going. Now it's taking, AM PM, do you have any information on this as far as parts being on back order, people not having what they need? I know you have a very good idea of that yourself. I did hear DIY Semi, I think that's his name. I think he mentioned that too. He's in I don't know where he live at, the area, but he mentioned some truck part issues himself. So how does it go back to the oil field? Okay, so guy was talking about, I call him DP, yesterday on the live oil field. He said that he just talked to some buddies yesterday that said they have one load. Okay, now he's not the type to make up stuff. Could he been lied to? Sure, but he was sent a flyer that says it. There's one load that they're doing out there. They went up on the rate. It used to pay, he said, like $1,500-$1,600 for one load, and this is in the West Texas, that is. He said that one load now is roughly like 200. I think he said like it's somewhere in 200 miles. You're just doing that one run, one way, but then obviously you got to dead back in. That load now is paying $1,800 to $1,900. Now, if you're wondering, LT, what all this got to do with what you just said about raw materials, this and that? Okay, you will be amazed. At least I was. You will be amazed that there are a lot of things that are produced, raw materials wise, that are produced from oil. I think they went up on the rates because they are trying to get a lot of stuff going. So in the oil field, they probably need a lot of trucks, so they went up on the rates to get a lot of us out there to get the stuff back out here into the market. I know that PlayStation 5 was backed up. I don't know if it is now, because I'm not big into the gaming area like I used to be, but they was backed up because they didn't have what they needed to create the gaming system, right? So if you go look up right now what are some of the raw materials that are made from oil, you will get things like I'm assuming it's got something to do with truck parts too, but you'll get a lot of things from shingles, stuff that we haul out here as flatbedders, asphalt shingles, kitchen supplies, stuff that's built in. There's a lot of stuff built in houses, which can explain why Some builders have stopped building houses because the materials are too high. That's why I'm saying it goes back to the oil field, that if we had the stuff that we needed out here, we can get back to normal prices. But since we don't, everything is sky high. I was trying to think of how much other stuff that's derived from oil. There was so much: plastic gloves, hard hats. Man, it's so much. But it goes back to what I was saying. The stuff that goes on the road, that paint stuff I was just telling y'all about, that goes from raw materials to oil field. So it's kind of all related. I'm saying that the fact that truck parts are harder to come by right now. Obviously, us in the trucking industry can be a problem. This don't matter if you're a company, you work for a company, you still need trucks. Like when I was working for a company, obviously, hey man, something wrong with y'all truck, I need to get another one. Well, if the other one ain't here, because we still waiting 4 weeks for it to come back because it's at the shop, that's a problem. It affects guys like myself. Yeah, it is. Tires are also made from oil, by the way. So, like everything could go up. Tire prices, everything can go up, which is a problem for people like myself who's out here trying to make a living doing these things. So, hypothetically, truck is a truck. Obviously, you break down, and let's say you break down random place on Highway 8. Okay. Well, you can't call AM PM to mobile repair guy to come fix your stuff if he don't got the stuff, right? So now you got to get your truck towed to, let's just say you get it towed to, I got a KW. I get it towed to KW. Now I'm at KW, and KW say, yeah, we don't got that. It's going to be on order. It's going to take 5 weeks. It's all right, cool. Well, that's not cool at all. But you in, you know, like I say, some random place on Iowa. So now what do? They may tell you, well, unfortunately, you can't park it here because we can't, you know, we don't got no place to hold your truck and trailer that long. So think about that. Think about the money and the time and all this stuff. So now I'm taking my truck and trailer somewhere, don't know where. I'm based out of here, out of Dallas. So what do I do for these 5 weeks that I'm waiting? Where do I take my truck to? Where do I get it towed to? Now I'm getting some tow money to take it to wherever, to pay for that to sit there for a month or so. Then get the parts in, tow it back to that place and get it done. It's a nightmare. So, but anyway, I know it's a long drawn out way of saying that I feel like we may have an industry potential industry problem nationwide if this type of stuff continues. I was thinking at first, that was loud. Sorry about that, guys. I was thinking at first it was more just related to potential not having enough industry warehouse workers. You know, that maybe the material, we had the materials, but it wasn't being produced enough to catch up to the demand that's out here on the market. Now I'm wondering, do we not even have the stuff we need to produce the materials that's needed in the first place to get the stuff out here on the market? So that's it, guys. That's all I got. Anybody got any comments or questions? I can't really say questions on it because I'm giving y'all what I was told. It's not like I know this stuff firsthand. You know, I'm not talking to supervisors or nothing like that. I was talking to people who are in the industry, who we all in the same boat trying to get products out. Do any of y'all have any information? Hit that like button for any of y'all that's sitting here. Do y'all have any information on what I'm talking about? You know, or any of y'all anywhere else, some other kind of trend that I haven't brought up? And let me see. I think I still got a few more minutes. Do y'all have any questions about anything in general before I jump off and do some other stuff? Call the homie back. Oh, hold on. I didn't know I had some comments, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Let me read some of them. Chris Tucker, let's get it. What's up, man? How you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. Smokehouse say I see a lot of log trucks south of Seattle whenever I'm on home time. Okay, that's what's up. No worries, bud. I didn't need that wrench. Okay, but I can do it anyway. I'm over here now. Let me see. And now I'm having a hard time on my phone. Okay, waiting on the basic cooling line. Now time to find scrap yards. Wow. Filters, plastic stuff, electrical stuff is the hard parts to get. Yes, sir. That's what I'm hearing. What's up, RLC? Let me see. Jerome Jones said, I had that same issue for custom made hose from semi back in April. It was down 3 weeks. Wow. I didn't know. So I didn't know this problem was back. We had this issue back in April, man. I thought this was a more of a recent problem. Good morning, Peaches and Grease. How you been? Easy trucking. What's good? What's going on, Sage? Any of y'all got know something for me? KJ. Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? KJ. Yeah, I pretty much was done with that. Good morning, Tennessee. How's it going? Nevada, we'll get caught up with supplies eventually. Not worried about it. Okay. Yeah. For me, man, I'm Nevada. I'm not really the type to worry about stuff because it's just not the way I like to operate, man. The way worried about stuff won't fix anything. So I pretty much do what I can, try to prepare. You know what they say? The saying is prepare for the worst, something like that. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So for me, yeah, it's not a worry thing on my end though. It's just more of something just to be aware of. Did you see that Nevada where KJ Trucking was talking about not KJ, I'm sorry, I just saw KJ right here. KB the trucker. Was you in that live on Cooley's live when he was saying that he was waiting? He had some expensive part though, but he was waiting, he had to sit in the hotel room. Just trying to see if you knew what that was. Peaches say in New Mexico, about to take off for the day. AM bound from Cali. Oh, you out there rolling. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Nevada. Being prepared. In peace, prepare for war. That's another one. Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't. I'm hopeful. I'm more of an optimistic kind of person anyway, though. I'm hopeful that this won't be a long-term issue. I honestly don't believe it's a long-term issue. I was just saying, like, dang, if we finna start having issues like what I just told y'all, that's a personal problem for me. I'm not saying this, like I'm finna go out of business or nothing, but I'm just saying that I'm personally gonna be affected. I have been affected by the lumber, by the way. I've been affected by that. I'm usually can stay, when I say local, y'all, let me explain something. I'm talking about real local. When the lumber was booming and the lumber was running, I would run from I don't want to say Dallas or Fort Worth because not everybody know the area. So I'll say it this way. I was running maybe 200 miles max total for the entire day. I'm talking about from the time I leave the yard to the time I come back. I was working maybe 7 hours a day. You know what I mean? So kind of spoiled. You know what I mean? I was really very spoiled. That went out the window early this year. Maybe, I'm guessing, I think I started running loads for them around March or April. Stuff just got real slow, so it ain't looking any better when I just got through talking to him. Nevada said, from what I understand, he had such a major repair, he decided it wasn't worth it. Not 100 on that. Yeah, I'm not either. I did know he did say, though, that he was waiting on some kind of part. And as I said earlier, for anybody who just jump in, the guy I was talking to, he said they leasing trucks. They're a bigger company, though. They got like 21 trucks. They lease trucks, and their trucks now go in the shop sometimes down for 3-4 weeks at a time just because they waiting on the part. Oh, yeah, he finna ask me to move. Let me go ahead and move real quick. I usually cut out people's content once I start hearing white man, black stuff. What you talking about, Nevada? What white man, black man stuff? Okay. Yeah, he asking me to move. What are you talking about, man? Now, you ain't got to really call nobody names or just tell me what you talking about. I don't know about white man, black man stuff. Yeah, this over here I have to do stuff at this particular place. I can't pull up inside their deal, so they literally offload me on the side of the road. And so unload one side and then have me pull over to the other side of the street, which is what I'm doing right now. So, alright, let me see. Y'all got any like I said, any more information and questions on any of this stuff, man, before I jump off? Need to be editing this video. I did a video yesterday, pre-recorded video on all things on trucking, fitness, trucking, fitness, and something else. Oh yeah, about like strapping on the flatbed side. how easy it is. A lot of people, at least I thought so too. It was a very hard thing to do. It's actually very easy. So I had just showed a little clip of that. Let me show y'all for an example. Oh no, I'm about to hit a curve, y'all. Hold on now. Turn that wheel. It's trying to show y'all about to hit a curve out here on these people. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of stuff you gotta do in that flatbed game. And it's raining out here in Dallas. And check this out, by the way. I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm right next to hold on, let me see. I'll explain another time. Long story, easy to have misconceptions on what I'd say. Okay, bro. Well, you know, you can always just call me or whatever. It's, I don't like a whole bunch of drama, necessary stuff. Anyway, I just legitimately didn't know what you were talking about. So let me show y'all real quick what it looked like where I'm at. I'm right next to a house. It's a very weird thing. Come on, get off my stand. There we go. Let me show y'all right here. See? When I say next to a house, if you look in the window, you'll see that part of my flatbed is empty. And I'll show y'all the guy right here. See that? Unloading, he unloaded on this side. I was right here. Had to move over. Then he taking it up in there somewhere. So over there and they're put on the side like in their warehouse. Let me show you about the one day right here where this stuff at. I was here and they got stuck. That was crazy. Actually, it was him. It was my man right here. He got stuck a little bit. Somebody had to bring another forklift out and give him a good bump. He probably stop on me. I hope he don't. I don't know if y'all can see that rain. Nah, y'all can't see it. Just look at the water. There it go. So I hope he don't stop on me, man. As y'all see, he didn't have nothing, no cover or nothing like that. All right, let me read some of this real quick. You need to edit a short run on strapping down flatbed. You know what? AM PM. You talking about when you say a short run? Do you mean one of those actual shorts, like a 60-second thing, or are you talking about like a little short video? You say, Nevada, I feel you. You're always joking, but some people take it so serious. Yeah, for real. Right. I noticed that too, Nevada. You've been on a lot of people. It's not a shot, man. That's why I prefer to talk to people. But yeah, you've been on a lot of people's lives, and I be seeing you make some of these comments. But because I talked to you, before a time or two or three, I understand your sense of humor, and that most of the time you really don't care about a lot of this stuff. You just make these comments, but because you're reading them, you don't. That's the problem with text messages and comments. You don't know a person's personality, so you think they being a jack, but they really just joking around and playing. Cataholic, what's going on? Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? I guess it depends where you're at, huh? 10:12 here Central Time, man. So, yeah, it's the 60-second short. Okay, yeah. I actually did a 60-second short yesterday on how to strap up the load. Roll it up. But I will though. It's, as you probably know, AMPM. I think you mentioned on one of your stories. No, on your video, you said it's kind of hard to record and kind of do your job too. And that's the issue that I have. Like, I can set up, this right here is on a tripod. I can set that up, but I'm trying to move around, and then I don't know. You want to still be heard, and so that can become a problem when you can't be heard. So obviously, if you're doing some kind of small quick tutorial, so I don't know. I'm trying to learn how to use TikTok. I see a lot of different videos. I don't really be on TikTok. My daughter, my son send me things from TikTok, and I noticed where they kind of do. They do it with music playing, and then they have words kind of telling you what to do, or like what the video is saying or whatever, explaining. So I kind of thought about that, learn how to do that, and then just throw as I throw the straps and just kind of type something in there or something. That's the best I got as of right now. They said, my bad, been a long night. It feels like it's afternoon already. Well, Cataholic, technically, if you're on the, no, You just tripping, kind of. I'm gonna say technically, if you're on the East Coast, it's like, noon, but it's not. On the East Coast, it's still like 11. It's all good, man. Yeah, it's all good. I say this all the time. I do that all the time. I'll be forgetting what day it is. Right now, I know it's not Wednesday, is it? So I was just gonna say it was Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I know, it's a Wednesday. I don't even know. See, that's what you don't even know what day it is. Will Sosa, yo, what's the problem? I'm gonna sum it up because I said at the beginning of the video. Basically, the problem is we could be having a short on. We could be short on materials at these places that we picking up. I am personally in the flatbed out here in the DFW area. The people that I'm hauling with, that I work with, build relationships with, they don't have the raw materials needed to produce the product. So like actually, that stuff I just showed y'all that this guy's unloading me, they actually make the product at their warehouse. At both of these places, they make the product. The problem is they don't have the raw materials to make the product. So they have a bunch of orders to get out and no way to fill these orders. So the positive side though, I'm gonna say this though, the positive side, I'm always looking for a positive, real talk. It's just what it is. I'm gonna speak for me, and I guess this can go for us if this become an issue. But I'm gonna speak for me right now. The good side is it may slow down like the rest of this week or whatever, but eventually when they get these materials, I may not have a slow season. My typical slow season down here in the South, Mob Entertainment had mentioned a great point on yesterday's live about that. It's a lot of people, it don't really slow down here, but it's a lot of people that go from the north and start working down here to avoid the snow and stuff like that. So they end up really just being too many trucks in one market. But yeah, it may not be a slow season. You know what I mean? Like if right now is typically the busy season, and on the flatbed side, and if things kind of get to a little hold, and then the lumber prices. He did say this too, that the guy was referring to earlier, the customer. He said that the lumber has went down 7%. By the way, it has went down. So I mean, that's good for the housing industry and all that stuff. If you actually have a house being built, I'm looking for one being built. But so far no effect out here. So far, Nevada says, so far I've had one load cancel on me for this problem. Just not enough materials, not enough product, Nevada. And Will Salter say that sucks, but like you said, let's focus on the positive side. Yeah, Will, that's what I do. That's what I do, man. I naturally always try to find the good because I've done that. I've done that negative side. I've never really honestly been a negative person in nature in general, but like let me tell y'all something. I was once told a long time ago that I'm gonna tell you what this guy said. Now I was in my early 20s. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this stuff I don't talk about as much, but I got two children. One of them I had and was born in 2002. A lot of people be like, man, you look too young for that. I'm 38. My birthday is next month, so I'll be 39 next month. But my son born in 2002, my daughter born in 2004, so they 19 and 17. But yeah, being a young man. So I was 19, like I just mentioned that. When my son was born, I thought my world was ending. People laugh about it, and I laugh about it now, but I'm dead serious. I already thought the world was ending. Like, I'm trying to just get started because I ain't want any kids at that age. My daughter, she was born, I was 21 when I first started trucking. Actually missed her birth because I was out here in training. I was literally in Alabama when my daughter was born, pissed off and hot. I'm gonna share that story one day. I need to put in my notes or something to share that story on how exactly I missed my daughter's birth. Because I was lied to. That company lied to me. Like I said, I was in training. And but yeah, that'll be another story. The reason I'm bringing this up though, so at this time of my life, I had started trucking. I was back local. But just had a lot of issues, I had a lot of stuff going on, trying to get started. Locally things weren't going right. And so what he said was, you know what, if you could fix it, on your own, you would have fixed it by now, right? And I said, yeah. So he said, why you keep running about it? Because obviously running about it ain't gonna fix it, right? So it's like, you know, there's a saying that say, worry about the things that you can control, right? And that's to sum it up. All this stuff I just told y'all about, lumber, not enough products to make not enough raw materials to make the products. Something happened to one of our trucks and it's down for 3 weeks. We can't control that. So what you gonna do? I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm going to do. If I run into any one of these issues, I'm gonna take my focus somewhere else. Make use of my downtime. That's what I'm really trying to say. If unfortunately I get to a space where I got some downtime, hopefully I'll try to be more creative with some YouTube content and do more YouTube. Also, I do other things. I'm working on other things outside of YouTube that I'm trying to do. You know, just so, what they say, diversify the income, multiple streams of income. Last year, COVID, I know I'm kind of rambling now, y'all, but, you know, I guess that's what we do, right? Last year, COVID hit me personally real hard. Like, wasn't ready for it. It hit. Things shut down out here. You know, a lot of stuff shut down that I wasn't ready for. And, yeah, it made me, from that standpoint, say I need to take a look at the way I'm doing things. Y'all hit that like button for me. Yeah, take a look at the way I was doing things. And it inspired me to do other stuff like, you know, investing. I've done a little more effort in the stock market, you know. So I'm not promoting any of this. Just telling y'all, I recommend. Don't try to put all your eggs in one basket. This what we do. Yep, product was available to fill the order. Yes, sir. This is what we do for a living, you know. I'm not recommending anybody try to get out of trucking. I love trucking. I jumped around with Cooley, because you know Cooley. A lot of us know if you follow Cooley, he don't do a lot of driving. Ain't no wrong with that, man. But when he talked to me about, you know, the future and stuff like that, because I got a brokerage as well, we was talking about that, and I was like, I don't know, man. When I get older, I probably won't want to be driving. But I actually enjoy it. Now, I ain't gonna stunt y'all. I'm not a real trucker now. I don't like driving across the country, but I enjoy, you know, there's some days I don't feel like getting up, but, you know, getting out here and running, man, and going back in, turning the wheel. I got a auto, by the way. For those of y'all who don't know, I'll show y'all. I got an auto. Go on and bring your comments. I don't care. Yeah, got an auto, man. So, let me see where we at. What up, TBE? Yeah, I got an auto. I only had 2 trucks personally since I've been doing this. My first one was a manual. This one the auto. Got this one back in September. You know, I love it straight up. You know, I was nervous at first though about it. You know, just feel like they probably break down a little more. But talked to the mechanic and he said it don't work that way. Oops. Okay. And yeah, he said it don't work that way. So as far as like they're not always breaking down and all that. So, but yeah, y'all, I'm finna get ready to hop off here. You only got like 2 or 3 more pallets left. If y'all missed it, man, y'all jump back into the beginning. Drop your comments. Nothing that I have said. I was only telling y'all what I was told, not actually firsthand. There was a few firsthand experiences, obviously, when I told y'all I am personally affected by some of the things going on out here. But that's it, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all giving me y'all time or whatever. Like I say, hit that like button. If y'all on the replay, comment down. If you know something, it ain't because I got all the answers. I don't. I really do want to know. I like stuff like this. I like information. Just don't let it paralyze you. So that's it, y'all, man. Keep it in mind. Stay on the grind. One day at a time. I almost forgot it. Just like the day. Salute.